All right, number 18 on the EOC practice test, Math 3. Calvin purchases a piece of heavy machinery for $32,300. The value of the machine depreciates at an annual rate of 8.3%. Which function represents the value of the machine with an approximate equivalent monthly depreciation rate? Okay, so the thing that I noticed here first is that we're going from an annual rate to a monthly rate. All right, so remember when we're talking about compound interest, when you're concerning whether it's something that's going up in value, it's going to be greater than 1, or if it's a depreciation or something that's going down in value, it's going to be less than 1. So it's going to be between 0 and 1. And that just comes from the fact that if you multiply something by 1, if I multiply 32,300 times 1, I get 32,300. So if we have a compound interest and it grows, it has to be above 1. Or if it depreciates, that means it's going down in value, then it has to be less than 1. So we represent that by 1 minus R, which is our interest rate. All right, so this is our annual rate, and as a decimal, that's going to be 0.083. And annually means for a year. So what we need to do is, the first thing we need to do is convert that to monthly. So we're going to take that number and divide it by 12, and it gives you like a very tiny number. So what's going to happen is we can rule out B and D because we know that we are going to be just barely under the 1. So B and D can't be it, for the pure fact that all they did, and you have to be careful with this, all they did was stick the annual interest rate in there, and that's not going to be correct. All right, so if you divide this by 12 months to make it monthly, that equals very, very, very small number. And then if you do 1 minus that number, that's going to give you the 0.917. All right, so now we know that has to be A or C. Now we have to look at the formula down here. So we know that monthly is 12 months, so both of these have 1/12. And then the rest of the formula says N times T. N is the number of terms like monthly, so that'd be the 12. And then T is the amount of time that goes by. So the best formula would be C.